can't stop the love we made.
Hi guys, it's ShishKebabber1 coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. Today guys is a fun map clear Sunday afternoon, should have been morning but I slept in, Sunday afternoon map clear. We have quite an assortment of high level bases. I already took out a 0 level base earlier, didn't want to bore you with that, but look at all these A level, A level, A level, A level. We've got two in particular that really need our attention. We've got one 7 ice boosted, but that's not even the one that takes our attention. I believe it's the D level over here. Here's a 7 ice boosted. He'll be a third to the last, or second to the last base that we get to. No, third to the last. We get two 10 ice boosted bases, guys. Actually, one of them, I think one of his boosts went off. But yeah, check this out. Here's a K level base. And this is a full 10 ice boosted. We're looking at 216, 132, guys. That's 216 on the health, 132 on the damage. That's what I was talking about. I told you guys I have two 10 ice boosted bases in my cycle, and here they both are. There's the K level, and where's the other one? Here's an H level. I did a hit on this base right here on the video that failed last week. Unfortunately, you guys never saw it. Looks like he's got the hopper shield, but I don't know what kind of hopping you're really doing with all defense, buddy. I call shenanigans on that one. Anyway, he's going to get plenty, and he already has had plenty of gems and intel from me in the past, so I'm not going to worry about donating to him. But good for you, buddy. Good for you showing the Hopper Network shield. Anyway, my resources are just too dang low. Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll throw something at him when we get there. But you can see this one Guardian is not boosted right now. But otherwise it would be a 10 ice boosted. 10 ice, 9 boosted. Whatever. As a result, guys, I am full disco. And here you go. Full disco, all lit up, because we're going to need it for those 10 ice bases. Abso-freaking-lutely. Turn this down just a smidge. But in the meantime, come along for the ride as we go through and mop up the mess in my archipelago. I guess we just got a bunch of A levels to start with. I think one of these has like a 70% on the damage. We'll start with him. A lot of these were high in the damage on the A level as well. Yeah, there's the 11274. I think he's actually going to be the first one to start with. Oh, we got two of those. Two 11274s. Okay, take a look at this guy then. Jumping right into it, guys. Looking forward to the new tribals. So we're going to get new tribals in a few hours. They're going to roll us into the Mega Crab. I really hope we get some good tribals to bring there to make it fun. As well, keep this in mind, guys. Since the Mega Crab will be in the middle of the tribal cycle, what this basically means is you should take all your resources you have right now and try to dump it into this tribal cycle's what do you call them? Raw crystals. The reason why is because assuming you do decently and progress well in Mega Crab, you're going to be just full of resources anyway, and you should be able to max out your resource contribution in the next cycle. So don't worry about bringing any resources from this cycle into the next, because the next cycle will be full of resources from the Mega Crab. So try to reach those thresholds now and spend them so you can turn those into the raw crystals. And once you hit Mega Crab, you'll just have tons of resources to make all sorts of raw crystals in the next cycle. Don't artificially jack up the next level of what you need to do to dump raw crystals into the next cycle by bringing resources in from this cycle, if that makes any sense. Anyway, we're going to do that today because I just was able to get 1,000 gems or diamonds in order to buy the trader deal, because that is the best trader deal, where she has the 30 tickets for 1,000 diamonds. It's pretty much all I use my diamonds on, and we need those tokens for the for the new warrior upgrades, or for the new hero upgrades. Too many things going on in my mind at once. Let's take a look at this base, guys. Verify those stats. We have him marked as a 11274. We see 112 on the health and 74 on the damage is correct. So we're looking at 2 shield gen 3s and a laser beam 3. We see front loaded rockets, which, as we always say, screams for RZCM. So we'll do that. We'll BART out the laser beam here and this rocket launcher. In fact, we might have even done this on a previous hit video this week. This is the problem with these, the new matchmaking is they put everybody together in the same cycle, so we hit a lot of the same bases. Oh, I've got a sub that needs to go out too. We'll worry about him later. Anyway, RZCM 3311 with Sparky and the Critter Swarm. Again, I always like to use Critter Swarm on the bases where I just drop them in the front and roll. Hack is more for this stuff where I like to smoke and hack a marked target in the back. Anyway, so, yeah, let's get into it, guys. I think it's 3 barrage on the laser, 1 on the rocket launcher, and then is it 3 artillery each? get the 3 barrage down. 1 barrage over here. And then 1 and 2 artillery, 1 and 2. Yeah, I know we've hit this guy in a video I did this week because it's the exact same combination. Okay, 48 GBE to start. Yeah, we have more because we're fully boosted this time. We also have the Super Warriors. We don't want to forget about them. Yeah, there's a couple of good spots we can drop them in the back when we feel like it. Anyway, let's just get in with it. All right, Johnson over here. Just get everybody else down in the corner. Put some critters up there. Critter swarm. Critters on the shock. And we're off. Probably going to need to shock something here pretty soon. Oh, put down a heal for that flamethrower. Go ahead and shock both the rockets before they do anything that we wouldn't want them to do. Put a Super Warrior down in the triple of mines. Well, it looks like the critters got him anyway, but that'll be fine for now. Really light on GBE, but that should be okay. We're about to work on both rockets right now. Got a heal in hand in case we need it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop it for this flamethrower. We'll go ahead and drop a heal for that machine gun as well. Okay. Put a warrior on the left flank. Probably just get annihilated pretty quickly here, but whatever. Now we're going to need to work on shocking these shock launchers. I'd like to get them to go down. We'll go ahead and drop a Super Warrior in the back now, start farming up some of that GBE for us. Cycling shock on the shock launcher to the left-hand side of the HQ. With full boost, should be no problem. Probably could have just dropped the troops and just let them roll. Go ahead and do a critter swarm on the HQ. Reflare everybody back just so we kind of minimize casualties. Just wait for it, guys. Oh, it looks like that darn shock launcher's still up. Well, we can shock him at least. Doesn't really matter, but you know, he's slowing down our critters. Okay. I should have waited a little bit for that reflare. Should have made sure we had the shock launcher down. But it doesn't matter. Just like that, kaboom, this player goes down to Pound Town. Alright. So yeah, I was surprised when I woke up today to see how many bases were on my map. And I took quite a trouncing as well. My VP really dipped, but I think we'll get most of that back right now. Okay, so where's the next guy? Here's the next 112.74. Let's verify those stats. 112 and 74 is correct. What do we see? We see a Grappler 3, Shock Blaster 3, there's a Shield Gen 3 right back there. Obviously the Grappler, well, it depends what we use. I mean, we might just use RZCM, but yeah, heck, we'll just use RZCM. With RZCM, we'll just take out these 2 rockets in the back, drop in the front, naturally take out the rocket launcher, and call it a GG. Looking for warrior positions. Yeah, there's lots of places. The back corners are going to be pretty good for the warriors as well. Well, yeah, Boom Cannon does have some range. Doesn't really matter. Let's just keep them in mind. We might use them as tanks as we move forward. This should be a pretty big piece of cake, so let's just jump right into it. These rockets, well, the last one was 1 barrage, 3 artillery, so we'll do that on one, and we'll do 2 barrage into the other. We'll do 2 barrage to this guy, 1 barrage here, and 1, 2, 3 artillery for this guy, and 1 artillery for this one. Okay, things are looking good. I should have checked to see if the beach was hot. That's alright. I almost, you know what, I don't think that it is. Famous last words. I'll just shock the rocket very quickly if it starts looking at us. That's my plan. Just gonna flare everybody up to that flamethrower right now. Critters on the flanks, critter swarm. Okay, there we go. Things are looking good. Alright, just keeping an eye on the action here. So far, so good. I don't even really need to shock that rocket. There we go, we've got the cryo going out. Let's put some critters on the left flank. Let's put a heal in front of that flamethrower on the left. Get ready to put a heal on the right as well. Go ahead and drop that heal. Critters on the right. Critter swarm. Now we need to start shocking. Let's shock the mortars and the shock launchers as we approach. We also need to keep that shock blaster under shocks. Super Warrior right now on both of the far sides should be pretty good because we got troops everywhere. They'll also help mop up some of the remaining structures. Let's just cycle the shock on the shock blaster right now. Try to catch 1 or 2 of those flamethrowers if we can. We got both. Excellent. Where is Sparky? Sparky's kind of near the center. That'll be good for a critter swarm. Okay, things are looking good. I think we could probably just bring the troops back right now. We'll get those flamethrowers down. At least flamethrowers are down. Bring the troops back. Cycling shock on the shock blaster. Put critters on the left just to distract this boom cannon as our troops make their way back. And with 32 GBE, we'll have plenty of GBE to just keep cycling shocks on the Shock Blaster. Cycling that shock right now. Okay, things are looking great. Just mopping up that base, still gaining GBE. And we'll drop a couple heals on the HQ. Kaboom, just like that, GT4 goes down to Pound Town with our fully boosted RZCM 3311. Yeah, okay. There we go. It's good. It's good to be fully boosted, guys. Like I said, the reason is because we know we've got these 10 ice boosted bases. Let's just not joke around here. I don't have the gold, the time, nor the inclination to sit here and try to mess with it with a lesser boost. These bases are super, super tough. Okay, take a look at this guy. He just appeared on the map. I need to classify him. Bunch of ice. 160. What are we at? 160.98. That's an F level. F160-98. It's F level because 6 is the, well, the 6th letter in the alphabet is F, right? That way when I look at the notes, I can tell. Once you get past 10, it starts to get confusing, right? Or 100, I should say. Anyway, so we'll get to him later. He must be another 7 ice boosted. Do your maps look like this, guys? Do they? Well, they probably do if you have high VP, and it kind of depends what cycle you're in. Like, you know, your local cluster of opponents. Mine is definitely challenging. Okay. Let's see. So we're looking at this guy. How do we have him marked? He's a 116-104. So the damage level has now gone up. We got another boosted Guardian in here, I think. 116 is correct on the health, and 104 on the damage is also correct. What do we see? We see the Shock Blaster 3, Laser Beam 3, and the Shield Gen 3. Again, we see front-loaded rockets, which is, again, screaming for RZCM. Alright, well, we know the hit. It's very similar to what we did before. Check if that beach is hot. Yeah, the beach is hot. Okay. Jumping right into it, guys. You know what we're doing. Same hit we just did 2 bases ago. We're going to go 3 barrage on the laser, 1 on the rocket. We'll just start with 2 artillery each, but I'm pretty sure each one's going to take a third. Yep. And this is why we classify bases, guys. This is also why we do the bases in order of their classification, because we have a very good idea of the barrage and artillery that each one takes based on what we just did for the previous. Okay, let's see. Let's do a rifle in line with each sniper tower. Let's go rifle, rifle, then Sparky up the middle. Critter, critter, critter swarm. The idea is just to get the rocket looking at a bunch of stuff and not laying into too much stuff. Okay, should have been looking for good uses of the warrior there is. We'll go ahead and put one in the back corner over there. Heck, we'll put another one in the back corner over here. I really need to pay attention to what's going on up here, though. Let's drop a heal in front of these machine guns. Here we go, and in front of that one, too. Okay, got a shock in hand. We're going to need it for the shock launchers and mortars. We do have that Shock Blaster kind of tearing us up. Probably should consider shocking that as well. Let's go ahead and shock it. Okay. Now, things are looking good. Let our troops move in. How are the warriors doing? They're hanging in there, sort of, kind of, not really. Yeah, there's a lot of damage on this HQ. Cycle some shocks on the mortars and shock launchers around the HQ. I'll put a warrior on this far left to start clearing that side out. Everything's going to be just fine, though, guys. We could probably already consider start moving our troops back. Let's do that. In fact, there's no need to have any more casualties. We got some warriors and critters out working the flanks. These guys might need a smoke. Save a couple Zookas if I can. Alright. Kaboom, just like that. Papa Pa goes down to Pound Town. You know how we do it, guys. Kaboom, just like that. Yeah, I've also got an op hit I'll be doing here shortly after. I'm not going to bother including it in this video because I really want to focus on these op hits. That's why. And there's a good chance of a breezy. But that's not really why I don't want to show it. It's literally because I want to have full focus going into it. Maybe if it's really good, I'll show you a replay. 110, 104. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got here? 110 on the health is correct, and 104 on the damage is also correct. What are we looking at? We're looking at a Laser Beam 3, Shock Blaster 3, and a Shield Gen 3. Okay, so for this, RZCM would be, I mean, it's still possible. We could do it. If I did RZCM on this, what I would probably do is I would BART out the rocket launchers, and I would just work on trying to keep the Laser Beam under shock. So we could do it just for fun. I kind of feel like rolling in bullets best right here at TGM 152, but we could just stick with RZCM. There's a bunch of mines. These little singles don't worry me too much. It's just these quads that he's got on the sides. These can be problems. But man, we got a lot of health. We got tribal health on the riflemen. I'm not too worried about the mines. They can actually eat a triple. I've been noticing that. Quad, maybe not. But anyway, whatever. I think we'll give it a shot. We'll do another frontal drop RZCM. We'll just BART out these rockets in the back, and just going to worry about keeping our cheap shocks over this laser beam, and we'll get value shock on either of the two shock launchers to either side, just depending on which one is the more value at the time. Beach will be hot. Yes, it will, absolutely. And yeah, the health was 110, A level again. Yeah, so we know what the combination of barrage and artillery is. All right, let's jump right into it, guys. Here we go. No fear. Let's do 2 barrage on this rocket. 1 barrage, and we'll do 2 artillery to start, but we know it's probably going to take the 3rd. It kind of depends. You can get lucky on the barrage, and this, oh, but not quite. There we go, and a 3rd. Okay, we will go 3 boats of rifle, 1 for each one of the buildings on the beach here. Let's start with the side rifles, 1, 2, 3, get some critters in the middle, then drop everybody else in the middle. Critters on the flanks. We've got to really keep an eye on that laser beam. I should have checked his range, because the critters are going to be what triggers the laser beam first. Let's go ahead and start shocking him now. Yeah, I see him turning. Okay. Warrior on those quads of mines on the sides, 59 GBE. Next shock is 5, no problemo. Cycle that shock. Heals in front of the machine gun on the right. I'm sorry, that's the left. Let's cycle that shock once more. We've also got that shock blast. We're doing some work. We'll put some shocks on him. Things are looking fantastic, guys. Lasers down. Put some heals in front of that machine gun to the 3 o'clock of the HQ. Cycling shock on the shock blaster. Put a shock on the mortar and the machine gun that's to the left of the HQ there. Put a super warrior down the right flank, super warrior down the left flank. Cycling that shock on the shock blaster. I think we can pull everybody back now. Time for the burn, guys. GB is a little bit light, and cycling shocks will be kind of tricky. There's not a whole lot of... trying to think if I want to cycle shocks or hit Critter Swarm. We'll hit Critter Swarm. I don't think it really makes much of a difference right now, because either way, this base is going down. Boom! Just like that. Straight down to Pound Town, Asian letter player. You know how we do it, guys. Fully boosted bully statues, rolling through the archipelago. Where we stop, nobody knows. Well, with 10 ice bases, they're going to be fun. Okay. So, load those guys back up. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on the gold, but as we should be, because we're fully boosted, guys. Okay, oh, even more diamonds. It just popped up. Yeah, I was really afraid I wasn't going to have enough diamonds to make that trader purchase. I was watching it closely, and I was getting so close, and only a couple hours before she leaves, but we just got it, so that's awesome. Anyway, what are we looking at here? I have them marked as a 114-104. Let's verify those stats. 114 and 104 is correct. What are we looking at? Laser Beam 3, Shock Blaster 3, and a Shield Generator 3. Kind of seems like the meta, huh? Now, we notice he's got a bunch of rockets in the back, or back-ish location, which tells us a couple things. We can either do Smoky RZCM, or we can just do TGM-152. I will do TGM-152, aka Bullet's Best. Okay, let's load them up. TGM-152, here we go. Oh heck, where'd that guy go? Was it this guy? 114, 104? I think it was. Okay. Yes, it was. Alright, we see there's going to be some great spots for the warrior in the back to farm up GBE and distract rockets, so that's going to be awesome. This boom cannon does have some range on stuff, but whatever, it'll be fine. So for Bullet's Best, what we worry about, of course, is shock launchers. That's basically it. And we'll just have to cycle shocks in the shock blaster and let the overthrow of the Grens do their work. Looking at where enemy defenses are, we will drop on the right side of the beach, and let's roll. Okay. Bullet here, everyone else out to the right. Start working those shock launchers. 1, 2 barrage. Let's just do 2 barrage in both. See where that gets us. Critters on the shock, and hit that boom mine, please, in front of the cannon. 1 artillery for each of the shock launchers, and 1 more for each of them to finish them off. Now, watching how our troops advance, looking at that right flank, got a shock in hand. Go ahead and shock both of those cannon. Why not? Bullet's health's getting kind of low. He's kiting the laser beautifully for us. Keeping an eye on the boom cannons that are nearby where our tank is approaching. Give Bullet a drink. Cannon is ripping into that tank. Let's go ahead and shock that cannon. Go ahead and put a preemptive shock on the boom cannon and shock blaster up towards the HQ. We need to put a heal down for all this junk on the right. Let's go ahead and drop some warriors now to start distracting some of these rockets to reduce some of the incoming damage. Cycling that shock on the boom cannon and shock blaster, keeping an eye on Bolt's health. It's looking okay. I kind of like where everyone is right now. We're going to reflare shortly, but let's just clear out a few more things. Put some critters on that left flank where that tank is getting way too ambitious. Taking a drink and cycling shocks. Let's go ahead and reflare now. I do not want to lose that tank. Okay. We will get this shock blaster down, no problemo. Okay, at this point, which way we want to go? Let's take a trip on the left. We'll also work on that rocket. We'll flare towards this cannon once again. It'll be best just to shock them because we'll have some troops that are moving in front. We'll lay that shock down right now. Just want to try to minimize casualties, guys. And you got to be really careful about putting Super Warriors out when you're rolling with Grens, because obviously the Gren damage will destroy the Super Warriors. So I was tempted to put a Super Warrior back here to start farming up GBE, but I know he'll just get annihilated once our Grens get around to that location as well, so there's no point in doing that. Okay, rocket is down. That's the reason I went left, is trying to mitigate incoming damage as we make our way towards the shield gen. This warrior over here is definitely earning his keep. He'll clear this whole right side for us. He'll have no problem with the machine gun. Well, I don't think he will. Okay, got a shock in hand for the sniper tower, and more particularly the boom cannon. Go ahead and drop it now, so I know we're starting to approach the range. Definitely have enough to cycle another shock, and we will. Got a couple of Grens looking at the HQ, but it doesn't bother me too much right now. I want to make sure we get that boom cannon down. Oh, look, we got the Super Warrior coming to help out. Okay, he'll start working on the HQ. Let's flare up everybody closer to the shield gen just to make sure we do some good damage to the shield gen. With 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining, we have plenty of time to take Roger down to Pound Town, guys. Not worried about it. In fact, looks like we're just going to destroy every single thing on his island. Should we do the walkway? I think we should. All right, for everybody over here, let's put some critters down. No Super Warrior on this side. I think that's all we're going to need. We'll just, get our troops back to the landing craft. There you go, guys. The old walk away. We're done here. Our work is done. And dropping artillery on the HQ. Well, I was hoping that would be the one. Flare them back again. Kaboom! Just like that, Roger goes down to Pound Town with nothing left on his island. We lost one medic. Darn you, medic. How dare you? How dare you? It was his fault. Guarantee it. Didn't even see when it happened, but, yeah. It's crazy medics. Okay. Well, I think we're through the A-level bases now, guys. Moving into the harder junk. Alright, D-level. We've got a 142, 102. Let's take a look and verify stats. Right, see 142 on the health, and 102 on the damage is correct. Okay. What are we looking at? Looking at Laser Beam 3, Shock Blaster 3, Shield Gen 3. Sounds familiar, guys. 2 rockets in the back. Yeah, we got both options, RZCM or TGM. I kind of like TGM, because everything's really close together, and we'll get some good benefit from the splash. So, yeah, we'll stick with TGM. Range on the Shock Blaster, we will be dealing with it shortly after the drop. And as far as drop directions go, I do like the right side. Reason being is that we got this structure over here that's going to help anchor our troops to the right. Whereas over here, we just got a bunch of statues. Okay. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. Alright, and again, we always drop bullet out first, and then we start doing the BART job, because we need every moment of the 4 minutes to possibly kill the structures on this base. So we don't want to BART then drop, we want to drop then BART. We can do more DPS that way, guys. Alright, so let's drop it. And BART it. 2 barrage on each, 1 and 2 on each of the shock launchers, 1 and 2. I know we're going to need at least 1 artillery for each, but probably 2. 4, 3. Okay, we got all that done. Now, putting a shock on the boom cannon and sniper tower. Put some critters over here to work on some of these mines. We've also got a boom mine that a healer is just about to hit. Okay. Okay. Things are looking alright. Let's go ahead and put a shock on the cannon and boom cannon and the laser. Now we need to do a shock on the shock blaster. Let's give Bullet a drink. put a warrior in the back corner in both locations to, well, I don't know, just one location. Farm up some GBE, give Bullet a drink. Cycle shocks on the shock blaster, boom cannon type stuff there. Right flank's looking okay. Sniper tower I don't really like on the left, but we'll deal with it. We need to just cycle those shocks. Get that sniper tower down. Okay, it's down. Let's flare up everybody towards the HQ in the center. Give Bullet a drink. And this is where it gets tight, because we're not getting GBE quick enough, and we need to get that shock blaster down immediately. It is going down quickly, though, now that everyone's centered up. Okay, Bullet lived. It's down. I'd like to get that boom cannon down. Okay, now we'll make our turn. We'll go towards the right, since we've already got some junk cleared off over there. 21 GBE, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. I can put a Super Warrior, like, over in this area. You'll see where I dropped him here in a moment. This will do good to distract rockets and mortars and stuff. He will die. He will die as our Grens approach him, I know that, but he's going to serve his purpose in the meantime to help ensure that our troops do approach him with minimal losses. You know what? If I want to save the Super Warrior, I can actually let the troops continue fanning the way they are. I think we'll have them live. Because then I'll do a reflare and he'll be in front. Yeah, now he'll be in front. He still might die, but not by us. This would be really nice. We could shock the flamethrower and the rocket launcher. Let him heal himself up a little bit there. Okay, minute 30 remaining, more or less. We got it. We got it. Get that shield gen down. And we'll go in for the burn. We'll do a combination of critters and Super Warrior. Best of both worlds. Well, and that's what we could afford with our GBE. Where did the Super Warrior go? Oh, I guess that cannon took him out. Alright, things are looking great. Just wait for it, guys. Kaboom! Just like that. Asian letter player with stars goes down to Pound Town. TGM 152 full disco. Going to the party. 1 Gren and 2 healers. 2 medics were lost in this attack. Okay. Well, that was a D level, right? So what are we left with now? We're left with F, K, and H. Well, F. This will be a 7 boosted ice. Let's verify those stats. We got a 160 and a 98. Yep, 160, 98 is correct. Okay, what are we looking at? Well, kind of standard meta distribution. Laser Beam 3, Shock Blaster 3, and the Shield Gen 3. There it is. Okay. See rockets in the back. We'll give TGM a shot. Things are spaced out a little bit more, but Overthrow, we'll still get benefit of that. Splash, not so much. Okay, we know what we're doing. Let's do it. He does have quite a bit of health, though. So barding out these shock launchers will be trickier than before. Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, we're just going to BART 1 shock launcher out. The reason I say this is, it gets really tricky because I'm going to have to be juggling shocks on this shock launcher to take him down, but I want to have enough GBE to make sure that we can juggle shocks on this shock blaster. Last time, we barely had enough GBE to do that, and, well, it's going to take more BART juices to get both of these down because he has more health, so I know that I won't have enough GBE if I attempt it that way, so that's why we're not. Anyway, let's go right into it. So we're just going to take out the 1 shock launcher to the left of the HQ and naturally take down the one on the right. We'll do a series of shocks and distractions to kind of keep him busy or otherwise deal with it. The big problem with shock launchers is they slow us down, they impede our mobility, and then it just takes longer to kill the base, right? They reduce our DPS, and we need every ounce that we can get. Okay, here we go. We'll drop some critters for these stupid boom mines up in front. Let's go 1, 2... Hell, let's just do 3 barrage into that guy since we're not putting it anywhere else. Looks like that does it. 3 barrage is the key. Okay, that does mean we have cheap artillery, which is good. Okay, things are looking good. Got the shock in hand. Let's go ahead and shock cannon, boom cannon, and shock launcher here on the right. I actually do like how things are turning out. The positioning of troops is pretty nice. We'll get ready to cycle that shock. Cycling, keeping an eye on Bullet's health. Give Bullet that drink. I need to cycle that one more time. I just want to make sure their tanks are okay. Well, oh shoot. Give Bullet a drink. Take it, Bullet. Okay. Put a Super Warrior on the left. Give Bullet one more drink. Cycling Shock. I need to flare back. But I want that cannon to go down. Put an artillery into that cannon. Give Bullet a drink. Get ready to cycle that shock. Cycling, flaring everybody back. Do I need smoke anywhere? Put smoke here, put smoke there. Well, we already lost that healer. Dang it. About to lose a tank as well. Cycle that shock. Drop an artillery into the boom cannon on the right. Boom cannon's down. Shock is up. Everything's looking good. Okay, which way are we going to go after it drops? We'll go right. Looks like there's some more structures over there. Flaring everybody off to the right. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. We're right on par with where we were in the last fight. Turning that corner. Go ahead and shock that boom cannon. Yeah, I knew some of the troops were going to move in front of themselves. Yeah, that was a cannon, not a boom cannon, but whatever. Trying to speak and play and react at the same time, guys. I look back at some of my videos and I realize I misspeak on words, but there's just a lot going on in my head, and I want to make sure I hit the right button. That's more important than saying the right word. But I do want to say the right words too. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, let's put a shock on the boom cannon and cannon way up top there, just in case troops start going in funny directions. Once that flamethrower goes down, I will reposition our troops. Basically just put the flare right on wherever the heck Bullet is. Bullet doesn't really move, but everybody else does. Okay. Got a heal in hand. We might actually... Yeah, let's drop it here. We got a lot of troops that are partially damaged and they're all clumped up. And there's a mortar there, so why not drop a heal? Bullet's health is getting dangerously low. Let's put a Super Warrior on that cannon. Bullet might actually die. I should have had a closer eye on this. Come on, healers. Get him up there. Get him up there. He's going to take one more shot from that cannon. Okay, good. He lives. He lives. It's great, because actually he's going to do a lot of DPS for us now. Flare everybody down to the HQ. We'll put some critters down for the burn. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining. No problem at all, guys. TV Super is about to go down to Pound Town. Dropping artillery right into that HQ, and wait for it. Just wait for it. Just a matter of moments here. If you guys remember from my last video, as long as you have 6 or more critters, according to the tooltips at least, they should be doing more DPS than a Super Warrior. So in this case, that's why I chose the critters. I had enough GBE to do 1. They were each 18 GBE, and I only had enough to drop 1. That's why I chose critters instead of warriors. Because, in theory, they do more DPS. I haven't tested it, but I shouldn't have to, right? We lost 3 medics. Tooltips should be correct, but you know how this game goes. So, guys, so, I believe we're at the 10 Ice base time now. Right, well, take a look at the H-level base. This is the 10 Ice 9 boosted. 188, 142, let's verify those stats. Yeah, it looks like he's not back online yet. 188, 142 is correct. This guy has a tremendous amount of damage, guys. I cannot emphasize how much 142% damage hurts. Okay, what do we see? Well, we see the typical meta now. We see the Shock Blaster 3, Laser Beam 3, and Shield Generator 3. Okay. Now we see 2 front-loaded rockets. What's the health in this guy again? 188. Attempt to do RZCM. I think we will do RZCM. This rocket is so far back, I'm not too worried about him. What I'm thinking of doing is Barding out this Laser Beam, which is going to take a tremendous amount of Bart juice. This guy has 71,000 HP on the Laser Beam 3. But we get rid of that Laser Beam, clear from the front RZCM, and just kind of keep this rocket distracted between warriors, shocks, whatever. It's not even going to come into play until we're pretty much on our burn phase. Keep in mind he's got a nice wall of mortars around these shock launchers, so these things will definitely require shocks. And a lot of heavy single point on the flanks, so warriors won't be too good on the flanks. But in the back, well, we still got this cannon. It's just going to be messy. There's really not a good spot to put a warrior where he will distract the rocket for very long, so the rocket will mainly have to be distracted by, well, critters. Critters would work pretty well on the machine gun, I think. Critter distraction for the rocket on these machine guns, because there's no splash other than the laser beam. But the laser beam is a linear splash. It's not a radial splash, if you know what I mean. Anyway, distraction of rocket will be attained by critter drops, strategic critter drops on the machine guns. Warriors will just die, so warriors aren't going to do much there. We might drop 1 or 2 in the fight as needed for various things, but they're not going to be very effective for us. We will again do our ZCM 3311. And see where it gets us. Should be good. Should be good. Okay. So, WWE 21-0 is his name, but I know he's not 21-0. I've already taken this guy down at least twice so far. So he's a liar. He's a liar, guys. So actually, probably just can't change his name. Okay. So that's a ton of health. Can we just do 4 barrage? No. 3 barrage and a bunch of artillery, I think. No, I think it's 4. I would just commit to the 4. I know it's going to take 4 and a bunch of artillery. Alright. Beach is not hot, but close to being hot. That's okay. I don't want to do a stagger drop anyway. I want people to be fanned out, not grouped up. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright. 4 barrage. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see where that gets us. Oh, we're already down to 90 GB. That's where it gets us. And 1 artillery, 2 artillery, 3 artillery, and 4. 4 and 4. We got it, though. We got it. It's down. Okay. Let's go Johnson, Johnson, Johnson. Everybody kind of in the middle. Got rockets on the flanks. Critter swarm up the middle. Okay. Got the shock in hand with shock rockets and machine guns. Drop a heal for the flamethrower. Shocking the shock launchers and mortars as we approach them. I think we need some heals going out. I went a little panicky with the heals there. I just saw a lot of low health troops. Cycle those shocks on the shock launchers. We are getting into the range of the rocket now. Strategic critter, we want to keep enough GBE for him. Okay, cycle shocks again. Troops are very fanned out. Strategic critter time now. Ooh, it hurts, guys. It burns. It hurts. We need to get these shock launchers down, so I haven't reflared, but our right flank is already pretty well decimated. Strategic critter did not last strategically long enough. Oh, this is looking really bad right now. Okay, we got one of these shocks down. We need to get this other shock down. Can we get our troops around? Can we get them around? I don't know. Probably need to put some more smoke down. That would help. Put a shock on the shock launcher. This is it's gonna be a breezy, guys. But we're gonna give it our best. Mortar needs to drop. Let's put some critters on the HQ with critter swarm. Okay, the mortar is down, but that rocket's going to be our real big problem. Minute 45. I don't even think we can work our way over there. No. Super Warrior's going to die right away, but we can use the slowing effect. Let's go ahead and get our troops around to this side of the HQ. If that pesky boom cannon wasn't still up, the Super Warrior might be able to live by pounding on the HQ. There's really nothing I can do about that now. We might get this. What I'm waiting to do is, when I see myself running out of critters, which is pretty much now, I'm going to drop the Super Warrior on the rocket launcher to slow him down. At least for a couple of shots. Okay, he's got a little bit of slow on him. Just trying to buy time, guys. That's what that was all about. Wait for it. I think we got it by the skin of our teeth, guys. Boom! Just like that, WWE 21-0 goes down to Pound Town. Kaboom! Kaboom! Full disco. Don't care. He pretty much is too. And yeah, just like that. 10 ice. Psh, no problem. No problem. All right. Whew. We might have lost pretty much our entire army, but we got it. We got it done. Okay. So, for the final enjoyment here, K-level base, guys, 216, 132. This is 10 ice, fully boosted. Look at all that ugliness. However, his base design I already see some serious flaws. Let's verify those stats. 216 and 132. Is that what I have at? Yeah, 132 is correct. Just not used to doing the math on these higher ones here, but yeah, that is correct. Look at all that glorious ice. Now, Now. Let's analyze this base. Well, I see awesome things for the Super Warriors to eat up. We'll definitely be dropping the Super Warrior on this residence and just have him march down the back and gobble up all this GBE for us. In the process, he will be distracting some rockets. Not really this one, but this far back rocket, he'll be distracting him for quite a while. Now, of course, like the meta, what we're noticing, Shock Blaster 3, Laser Beam 3, and Shield Gen 3. Shield Gen is on the left, so it's very tempting to start on the left. But we do see a lot of free GB on the right. And what we see that's even more important, and I'm thinking TGM on this hit, guys, is we note the location of the Shock Blaster being here. And with TGM, you know how we like to do it with the overthrow of the Grens. So what this means is we're actually going to be dropping on the right. Which is great for us because these shock launchers are near the front. We can handle them naturally. This one over here on the left, though, I think since we're dropping on the right, we'll BART him out. He's sitting at what, like about 50,000 HP or so. We'll do 3 barrage, 3 artillery, something like that. So what this means is great. So we'll start on the right. We'll BART out the shock launcher. We'll use overthrow to take out this shock blaster. We'll have the Super Warrior marching his way down here. Once things are kind of cleared out and looking good, I have the option to farm up more GBE over here to the right, or we go straight after the Shield Gen. Looking at the health on this HQ, Shield's almost 1 million, and then you slap on another 600k or so to that, even more. So we're looking at like 1.65 million. Shout out to Turtle there. Well, what I'm considering is, do we even go after the Shield Gen, or do we just try to burn it down? With the Tribal Grens, it may be possible, but that's a heck of a lot of damage, so I think of a lot of health, so I think it makes sense to go after the Shield Gen when the time is right. Yeah, okay, I think we know what we're doing. And really, the right flank looks great. There's no like heavy single point over here that can pick us off as our troops start to turn. Yeah, this should be great for Bullets Best. It's gonna be it's a big base for TGM 152 to take on. Usually, I just use RZCM on these guys because we know RZCM is still the more effective combo. It's the most effective for PvP, like overall. I mean, every base depends on the layout, but once you start getting into really high levels of boost on damage and health, pretty much RZCM is the only way to go. The only reason TGM 152 is working right now, guys, let me remind you, it's the Grenadier damage over here. It's the only reason it's working right now. It's just because of the tribal we're in, which is great because it does give us an option. Okay, but with this base, with things being so closely packed together, we're going to get the advantage of overthrow and splash with the Grants, so it's perfect for that. All right, we know what we're doing. Let's do it. Here we go. Drop bullet about in line with that machine gun. Everybody else far right. 1, 2, 3 barrage. 1, 2, 3 artillery. Let's go ahead and put a shock on all this junk in the bottom right. It's a bunch of single point and the shock launcher. Get those cannons down, guys. Get those cannons down, guys. Okay. Do one more shock on that right. Should have hit that boom cannon. It's about to turn to our tanks. The one that's by the shock blaster. Give bullet a drink. Boom cannon turned. We will shock. Now we need to start worrying about shock blaster. Shocking that. Keeping an eye on bullet's health. Give bullet a drink. Drop a heal. Reflare everyone back to the middle. Very tempted to drop a shock on that laser. I will right now while everyone's grouped up. We forgot to put a warrior back here. Farm up some GBE for us, please, sir. Cycling shock on the shock blaster. That laser really hurts, guys. Okay, 51 GBE. We need to get a lot more work done to that. Oh my goodness. Cycling shock. Well, let's put a shock on the laser too. I just cannot take more of these laser hits. Come on, guys. Let's see. We got a Super Warrior that I'm going to need to use on the right. We'll have him distract some of the laser for us here. I need some GBE quickly though. Like very quickly. Bullets down kind of quickly. It's okay, we're not over yet. I do need some GBE though. Thank you. Putting a shock on the shock blaster. What's the warrior doing? He's still chilling, okay. Come on, shock blaster, go down. Shock blaster's down. Flare the laser beam. Can we get this done, guys? I don't know. Just need to eliminate all this incoming damage right now. And try to keep all of our DPS alive. Get that laser, get that laser, get that laser, get the... Oh, there goes three Grens. Yeah, looking rough. Let's play everybody out in this area. I need to farm up some GBE if we have any hope at all of doing this. I really don't think we have a hope of doing this. But I gotta get this rocket launcher down first. We have way too much incoming damage. We only have 6 healers alive right now. It's probably just worth retreating at this point, but I'm not quite ready to give up. But we don't have enough DPS to get over to where we need to go. I don't even know if we have enough healing to survive the incoming rocket damage from the one rocket. That Super Warrior is about to get lit up by our Grens. Put everybody back around behind the Super Warrior. We're not going to have the time to get this done. Right. Let's flare to the sniper tower. I was hoping he'd be distracted by the Super Warrior, but he's not, so we need to shock it. There's just no way we have time on this, guys. 45 seconds. I'll just go ahead and... yeah, I'll retreat right now. I know we don't. All this is just more losses. Okay. Well, dang it. If we hadn't lost Bullet, probably could have pulled it out, but that laser beam proved to do quite a number on us as well, and it required more GBE for medkits and stuff. So, I'm going to give it one more shot with this combo, then we'll probably try an RZCM strat. Alright, same idea. Let's try it again. Hope for some slightly different outcomes, because it was awfully close. Okay. And maybe don't be afraid to let a tank die or something. Alright, here we go. Same exact drop as before. Just go 3 barrage and 1 artillery, see where that gets us. Excuse me. Yep, need that second artillery. Try to be a little more sparing with the shocks. Okay, we need to shock that sniper tower on the right. Give Bullet a drink. Uh-oh, about to lose a boom tank to a boom cannon. Give Bullet another drink. Put a shock up on the shock blaster. Give Bullet a drink. Flare everybody back down here. Put a shock on the laser, put some heals out, because that junk hurts. It really does. Cycling shocks up top. We forgot to put our warrior down once again. Okay, I kind of like where Bullet is this time. He'll have the attention of the laser. Let's cycle those shocks. 35 GBE, 32 for the next drink. I thought Bullet would have the attention of the laser. Come on, get that attention. Yeah, much better positioning now than we had before. Gotta cycle that shock. Bullet's gonna need a drink. Give him that drink right now. Let's reposition our troops to get a better line on the shock blaster. Let's put Bullet under smoke to try to keep him to live. I know it's at the expense of other troops. Let's see if we can confuse the shock blaster a little bit. Shock blaster's down. Let's flare to the right. Get everybody out of here for a second. Kind of heal up a bit. Get out of the danger zone. We still got that warrior doing his thing. I'll try my best not to kill him, but I do want to farm up some GBE while we're over here, because we need it. 1 minute, 45 seconds remaining. We do need to make our way. Oh goodness. Don't kill my healers too badly. Put a Super Warrior on this rocket. Probably a bad call. In fact, I know it is. But I'm trying to keep those healers alive, but I also want to get enough GBE to give Bullet a drink, but it's going to take 40. About to lose that Super Warrior with the way the Grens are throwing. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's go up here. Super Warrior will run towards that rocket. Get a couple good shots on it, buddy. Take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, rocket's down. Minute to go. It's going to be really tight on time. Bullet's gonna die. I don't have enough for the next drink. He's already dead. Okay. We have 3 healers alive. That is not good at all. We have cheap critters, though. Which basically means nothing, because they will get annihilated by the Grens. See, guys, 10 ice is hard, okay? Maybe I just suck, but either way, 10 ice is hard. Yeah, we're about to lose all these troops. Just flare them away. I don't want to spend any more gold than I have to. Another fail. It was better, but not good enough. Flaring them away, then I hit retreat. That's the idea. Okay, good enough. Just want to make sure they're out of range, boom cannon, all that junk. Okay. Well, guys, see, it's a tough base, huh? Okay. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'll come right back to this, make a second segment here. I need to check in on my Clash of Clans war anyway, guys. So, coming right back at you. And we're back. Yeah, so the clan attack went all right. Clash of Clans, nobody cares about that. I actually tried a couple things on this base in the meantime. We're not going to include it in the recording because there were a few breezies, but I'll show you here. Yeah, what we're trying now on this base is warriors. And first attempt worked pretty well. Second and third attempt, whatever. Let's just keep trying, though. The idea here is I'm pretty sure we'll get it with warriors. I just want to take down this the shield gen and then come over to the HQ. There's a few things that can mess with us along the way. As we're at the shield gen, this flamethrower and machine gun will not be in the range of Bullet's taunt. So they actually do a lot of damage to our troops, and to mitigate that, we will actually throw a super warrior on this flamethrower right before the shock expires. I've got the timing down on that. I figured that out. It takes 2 swings from the warriors to take down the shield gen, so right before that second swing finishes, we will flare immediately to the HQ. We will drop 2 smokes, one for Bullet and one for the warriors, and then we need to drop the third smoke as a single smoke that needs to cover up the south side of this mortar a little bit. This is the tricky smoke because the warriors are going to be fanning out in like 3 different directions, and I need to have one smoke cover them all, and then a smoke. After that, it becomes a game of shocking. We like to shock the shock blaster rocket launcher with 1 shock, and then we also like to catch the laser and this top rocket with another shock. It's too bad we can't catch both of these rockets and the laser with 1 shock. It might be possible. I haven't actually tried that. And then, of course, we need shocks, right? There's just a lot of junk around the HQ that hurts. And do these sniper towers have range on the warriors? Well, only this one does, actually. This one does not. Mortar definitely does. The sniper tower does. So really, I should put a shock basically on this mortar. And machine gun has range. This machine gun also has range, which is pretty darn deadly. I'm wondering what's worse. I don't know. Anyway, I know we can do this. We've been awfully close before. Let's just do it. And then we'll have 2 more shocks that we can cycle. Oh, these bases are not easy, guys, even at full disco. Bullet, warriors, get that first shock out, flare, go smoke, and smoke. Can we do it all in 3 smokes? Okay, I'm being really cheap with the smokes here. It's probably a bad idea because we're going to lose a bunch of warriors, maybe. Maybe. Okay, taunt is up. Get the super warrior out. He might be a little bit late, guys. Flare is in hand. Smoke. Okay, I think the smoking was good. For the most part. Okay. Taunt is up. Drop a heal. Let's get our shocks out. Shock, and shock. Oh, kind of late on that shock launcher. Okay, I think we're alright. Cycle the taunt. I think we can get 3 shocks out. Shocking the shocks. Taunting again. Artillery. Yes, we got it. Kaboom! Just like that. Whew! Man, maybe I shouldn't have stopped the recording. You know what? We can edit it all in. You guys can see it. If you want. It'll be a long video. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure what the final production is. Depends on the length of it. Maybe I'll show those previous warrior attacks. Maybe I won't. It's not because I don't want to show them. I don't want to make the videos too darn long, you know? But we got it, guys. Kaboom! Just like that. It took us... that was our fourth warrior attempt to finally get him down. You know what I'll do? Let's fast forward him here for you if you want. You know, no, forget about it. I think that's it, though, guys. I think we're done. I think we got a full clear map. We're sitting at 1373 VP, and still got a little bit of time on the statues, and 1714. 1714 is correct. So we're going to end the video right there. As always, I hope you have a super fantastic, awesome day, guys. And remember, like always, be kind to others, because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Have a great day.